Well, about a week ago, somebody pulls up to my house, asks me if I'd be interested in what they believe is a 440 out of a motorhome. So get talking about it. I'll go check it out. Sure enough, it's a 440. It also has something very special, very interesting on it. We just got it loaded up. Let me show you what it came out of, and then let's take a look at it. This is the remnants of a 1974 Winnebago powered by a 440. When he told me about it, I was fully expecting to see a basically complete Winnebago, and we'd have to cut a massive hole to get it out. But he already had this thing torn down really far. He's actually got some got a couple of old cars on here. It's pretty cool. But this is what it came out of, and this is where it used to sit. This is a 1974 Winnebago with, see if we can get this up here to look at it, with 92,000 original miles. And, you want to get that on there? There it is, yeah. A turbo. That's right, this 440 has a turbo on it. Let's go check it out. Well, here it is. Here is the future 440 stroker motor for my Charger. I've been wanting to build a stroker motor for a while. I've been on the lookout for a while for a decent 440, and I haven't heard this one fire up, but we were able to spin it over and it's not locked up. So that's a good sign. And he did say he had it running, I think about a year or so ago. But let's go on the other side and check out the turbo. It's kind of inside this tire right now for safety, but there it is. This is a turbo. This also has a short tail shaft transmission that has a yoke on the back, and I will be breaking into this transmission mostly to see if it has any heavy duty internals. With this being in a Winnebago, I would think it would have some kind of heavy duty internals in this thing. So I will be breaking into this thing to see, and hopefully it has those 4-gear planetaries, and if not, oh well. But this transmission is just going to be holding up the back of the motor so I can bolt up a starter. So this transmission is just going to be a dummy. I'm not going to be using it anyway. But there it is. Now, let's get this motor to the house so I can give y'all a better look at this turbo setup on this thing. It's really cool. Well, here is the future high horsepower stroker 440 that will be in my Charger one day. I am so happy I was able to get this one. Like I said, I'm going to be building a run stand first, and then hopefully being able to fire this thing up before I tear it apart. And because it's going to be together before I take it apart, and when I have all the parts, it's going to be a fairly quick build. But here it is. Let's take a look at this turbo setup. Get these nuts off here. All right. We have this bottom adapter. We have this bottom piece that bolts to the intake, and then the carburetor on top of it. It has RV Turbo Houston 440, looks like, on the back. And it's got an upper piece that goes to that middle part of the turbo. And it's got a front, I guess is the inlet. and it goes to the front of the adapter. Get this off and get a look at this turbo in here. That spins very smoothly and without any noise. Put that back on there. There you go. The back side looks just as good. It's just the exhaust side. And the way this connects is actually very interesting. I did not see this until just now. I guess I got a free pair of vice grips. The passenger side, or actually driver's, hang on. Yeah, the driver's side manifold goes down and bolts back up to the passenger side. And then the exhaust outlet is actually right here on the turbo, which is this big piece right here. So if I were to use this turbo setup on my truck, it's not going on the Charger. If I were to use it on my truck, I would have to redo my beautiful, awesome exhaust I already have on there. So I will not be using this turbo setup. Once I figure out how much it's worth, it will be going up for sale. So everything looks like it's all here. So would actually be decent for somebody who's actually interested in it. But yes, here is my new 440. And for anyone wondering, the vice grips, there it is. The vice grips are Craftsman, and they're not locked up. So I got an old pair of Craftsman vice grips. But there it is. There's a video. Definitely look out for more videos on this motor here. Already got it covered up. We'll be building an engine run stand for this, and we'll have a video on that and how to actually set it up and wire and everything, because I've got a good bit of wiring for it. So I'll have it starting with a key instead of a button. I could have a button, but I've got some old lawnmower ignition switches that still have the key, so I figured I might as well use one of those. But there it is. There's my my new 440. It's a 1974 motorhome 440, but all I have to do is strip away everything that's not awesome 440 high horsepower and then build it back up. So until it comes to that point, it will be sitting like this for now. And I probably will not be cranking it up with this turbo setup on here. Since I don't know anything about them, it might still be in good condition, and I don't want to risk damaging anything. So we'll probably be trying to find some shorty or long tube headers just to bolt on here, just for the purpose of running it on the engine stand. Outside of that, I will not be putting long tube headers or shorty headers on the Charger. I like the factory style Magnum exhaust manifolds. But there it is. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.